What is up, you gorgeous, fabulous creatures, and welcome to another week, another episode of the all-new Losing It podcast. You're here with Kylie Pax, Australia's emotional eating coach. I'm going to be talking to you something. Oh, my God. Honeys, it's nearly 4 o'clock in the afternoon. This episode is coming at you so late today. I'm a little bit freaked out. I'm full of anxiety. It's been a crazy-ass day. I've been running around all day with Phil because he busted his brand new iPhone 15. Of course you do. Like 2 weeks after getting the thing, he's dropped it and smashed it. And we're trying to figure out if it's recoverable, but it's been like a whole big palaver because, nobody can function without their damn phone. So I'm racing in the door at 4 in the afternoon. I'm like, fuck. I know I still need to get this podcast out to you. So I've got something really, really good today. I promise you it's been worth the wait. It's really good. And also I'm still feeling like crazy stress and anxiety about this. So I'm going to take a deep breath in, a deep breath out. And now I'm going to give your ass the 6 reasons. Well, I think these are 6 of the main reasons why if you are not seeing weight loss yet and you feel like, well, Kylie, I think I'm doing all the right things. First of all, I would say to you, are you following my damn eating codes? Because if you're not doing any of the right things. KyliePax.com/free course. I'm going to make a song. I'm going to put it up on YouTube about how good this fucking free course is. But and let me reinforce it because who gives a shit what I think? I think I told you. I can't remember if I told you. I received a message through the week on Insta from a girl who's lost 18 kilos or something now just from doing the free course. So you need to get your ass on over there. KyliePax.com/free course. Now that that's out the way, let me give you 6 of the main reasons why, if you're not seeing weight loss yet, regardless of whether or not you're following my eating codes, you're following some kind of plan and you're not seeing the results that you want, I guarantee you're going to fall into one or more of these fucking categories. And I am going to race through these really quickly because I could, if you've listened to my podcast for any length of time, I could go on and go in really deep and do a deep dive on any one of these topics, but I want to just reel them off and then do a quick exploratory conversation because you need to catch your ass out. When you are bullshitting to yourself and telling yourself, because here's the truth, honeys, this is the fucking truth. If you're telling me I'm doing all the things, Kylie, but I'm not losing weight, then my response is flat out to look you straight in the eye and go, well, you're not doing all the things. Like, hello, you're not, or you'd be seeing results unless there's a medical reason. So we'll put that out there, put that on the shelf, but put a pin in that for now. Because the first reason why, if you're not seeing results and you feel like you really should be, here you are. Auntie Kylie's here to call you out on your bullshit. What are the main reasons it's going to be? Because you just haven't gone all in yet. You haven't gone all in. Why haven't you gone all in? Because it's never worked for you before. It's never worked for you before. So there's this really little minuscule part or maybe a bigger part of your brain that's thinking, hasn't worked in the past, or I thought it was going to work and I never kept the weight off, so why even try? This would look like you hitting the gym each day and munching on your lettuce leaves, but then the next thing you know, you're doing a Macca's run for every meal on the next week. Like 1 week you're doing everything, quote unquote right. The next week you're fucking eating like a lunatic. And then you're wondering why you're not seeing results. You haven't gone all in. You tell yourself you're going to go all in, but you're not fucking going all in. All in means you sit through the discomfort. All in means you still want the Macca's, you just don't go get it. All in means you sit there while you want the Macca's through the discomfort and go, what, is this the worst thing I've ever felt in my life? Like, seriously, is this the worst thing I've ever felt? Because it's so transitory. It's going to be gone in 2 seconds. It passes. Cravings do not last forever. Cravings are transitory feelings, just like any other feeling. I often use the example of the day I got married, way back in the day. I thought that's the happiest day of my life, right? And it was fabulous. And it was such a beautiful, blissful, happy day. Am I still riding high on the merriment of my wedding day from 30 something years ago? No, feelings are transitory. The second reason, if you're not seeing results, is because you're not actually doing anything to prove to yourself that you are really serious about this. Like you dream of losing the weight, but you're not taking committed action, as per my previous point. So you're thinking about the weight loss, you talk about the weight loss, you gossip to your friends about how much you want the weight loss, but you're not actually doing the weight loss. So you need to clean that up, honey. And how would you do that? Well, if you were really going to go all in and take the committed action, then you'd probably just join F the Scale and fucking go all in. I had a beautiful woman this week. I won't say her name because I didn't ask her permission, but she just signed up for a whole year. She's like, fuck it, I'm all in. She decided not to pay month for month. She messaged me privately on Insta and she's like, listen, I want in for a year. Like, so rather than paying for the month by month, which you, of course, that's how it's organized, it's what you do. She's in, I'm in for a year. I'm fucking in. I want this issue sorted. I'm tired of toing and froing. I've tried everything that there is out there. I'm in. And that's it. That's what all in looks like. So the third reason, if you're not seeing results and you feel like you should be, here's the third reason, because usually you're bargaining with yourself like a lame ass. Do you think that if you're good all week, quote unquote, good all week, then that gives you permission to act like a food lunatic on the fucking weekends? Like, well, I did my keto all week, or I did low carb all week, or I tracked my calories all week. I was on point with my macros. I was on point with my macros all week. But now it's the weekend. It's party time. Woohoo, it's party time. And you're out there clinking your little champagne glasses together and stuffing pizza in like somebody told you it's going to leave the face of the earth. And then you wonder why you're not seeing results and you're not getting anywhere. You're torturing yourself Monday to Friday. You're consuming 10 billion calories on the weekend. All I'm going to say about that is really not a good look for you. It's really not. Okay, the fourth reason if you're not seeing results is because, and this one, like, it does hurt because you've done this so many fucking times before. Basically, you're tired. You're just tired. The ones who fall into this category, honey, you're savvy and you realize it's going to take some work, but you're still trying to figure out if you've got it in you to give this weight loss thing one more go. I understand that's a really painful place. If that's you, please do reach out to me on Insta. Just send me a DM and just go, hey, I listened to your podcast. That was me. Point number 4. Like, I do feel like I've been at this place where I'm having to start again so many times. I'm literally just trying to figure out if I have the strength within me to do this again. I'll tell you, I will give you all the tips, honey. I've got a ton of free resources that I can send you to help you. Just help guide you, recalibrate, refocus, and get you kick started, because that's at the end of the day, it's all we want. We just want to start seeing some progress without feeling like we have to give ourselves a lobotomy to not feel the pain or discomfort of the whole thing, and start to get a little bit of basic momentum behind us. That's what it's all about. Okay, your fifth point, my darlings. Your fifth point. If you're still struggling, this is probably the reason why. Because you are doing the things when you feel like it, and then when you don't feel like it, or when it's uncomfortable, or when the cravings hit, or when your partner is pissing you off, or when the kids are driving you crazy, you stop doing the things that you know are going to bring you the results. Of course, what this does is it pretty much always equals an upward trend over time in your weight, which is completely, obviously, the complete opposite of what we want. You want to see the downward trend over time. Of course, we want to see it coming quicker, but at the end of the day, we understand weight loss does take a hot minute. You want to see that downward trend over time, but when you are only doing the sensible things, the things that you know are going to help you see results, you're only doing them when your feelings are aligned with it. Well, that's few and far between, honey. And despite the fact that you are still doing some of the things some of the time, it usually ends up with an upward trend in your weight over the long term. So I'm going to give you this final 6th reason, and then I'm going to tell you what to do about the whole shebang. But the 6th reason, if you're not seeing results you really feel like you should be, is because you're just procrastinating and delaying actually starting, which, I can't tell. It's embarrassing how many times I've been there. But again, that means when you are putting it off, like, I'll start on Monday, I'll start in January, I'll start at the 1st of next month, I'll start when the moon and the stars align and the pixies come dance around my dinner plate. When you keep saying shit like that, All that happens is you keep stuffing your face and having that last dinner mentality the whole time until that date arrives. But by the time the date arrives, it's now you're feeling uncomfortable about the whole thing. You're like, doesn't matter. I'll start again next Monday. I'll start on Wednesday. I'll start on Friday. I mean, nobody starts on a Friday, but you keep gaining weight in the meantime, which kind of sucks. So if that's you, I do feel really bad. But here's what we're going to do. I really want you to focus on the next week. Focus strongly, or at least just start paying attention to your habits, because we need to get into the mindset of habitual construction of the woman that you want to be. That's what it's all about. The fastest way for you to succeed here at this game is to entirely remove outcome-dependent actions and replace them with gratitude-dependent actions. What the fuck do I mean? Okay, I mean you want to shift your whole focus from I'm only going to keep going and I'm only going to make the great choices that I know I need to be making if I see results on the scale. I mean, you don't get to barter or make a fucking deal with your body like that. Your body's going to do what it needs to do in order to stay healthy, keep you alive, do all the aspects that it needs to take care of. You don't get to tell it, I'm only going to do the right thing by you if you do these things that I want. That's not how it fucking works. What you want to start doing is saying, I don't care. I don't care if I never see the result that I want on the scale. I'm going to keep doing these right things because I'm so grateful that I even have the opportunity to do it. I've got legs that work. I've got arms that can lift weights. I've got the money to go to the shop and buy the fucking salad and the shit that I want to be eating. I'm that fortunate. I'm that lucky. I'm that blessed. I am going to continue to do the right things that I know make me feel good, regardless of what the scale ever ends up saying to me. And before you all wet your pants with what the fuck, what I'm going to say to you is the irony or the beautiful part about that mindset is the right thing ends up happening. You get the result that you want, but not because you tried to force it, not because you made a deal with your body, not because you tried to manipulate it by counting calories and restricting shit. No, you end up getting the result purely because you made the choices that helped you continue to believe in yourself. That's what builds your confidence. That's what perpetuates your results. So with that, I'm sending you tremendous amounts of love. As always, come find me over on Insta. Head on over to kyliepax.com/free course, or just hit me up if you want me to plug you into F the Scale and just fucking get started with this once and for all. I'm sending you tremendous amounts of love. I will see you again next week. Until then, gorgeous ones, bye for now. Thank you so much for tuning in. Remember to shimmy your butt over to kyliepax.com and sign up for one of my programs so you can start losing your weight now. You'll also find helpful notes and resources in my past podcasts that will help you lose the weight without all the BS drama. I will see you next week.